those warrants, so don't they expire in 2018? You've got to do something with them.
Well, they're penny. They're warrants at a penny, so we can exercise those tomorrow. They don't cost us anything. They will be exercised for sure. Believe me, the stock will be worth more than a penny. Yeah.
Are you any closer to an acquisition? A big acquisition?
Well, we're working on some things, and
you said that last time.
Yeah, well, we may be working on more things now than than last time, but none of them are huge. But there's enough going on that I would hope that maybe one or two would materialize. We'll find out.
David Einhorn had said that, or has said just in the last day, that tech stocks are in a bubble. Is that a warning to you?
Yeah, Rohan. No one.
There's very few tech stocks I would want to buy at the prices they sell for, but it's not remotely like the bubble that existed 15 years ago or whatever it was. No, we're not seeing total craziness or anything of the sort, but we're certainly seeing some companies go public at very high valuations and some private transactions at some pretty fancy prices. But I don't know those companies well. It's not something where you can just go out with any piece of junk and call it .com.
Although we've had that happen in the past,
but we're not there. But I don't find myself tempted to buy anything that's coming out.
Warren, you've been very vocal about the housing recovery, and you've been very optimistic about the housing recovery. But when you look at Fannie and Freddie, do you think that they should be, in fact, liquidated at some point?
Well, I think government has to play a part in housing, and I think that the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is very good for the American public, and I think that you will need government participation in some way to bring the costs down. I think the American public will do way better with some kind of a government guaranteed instrument in the picture, and I think that's going to be in the picture. Now, whether you start an entirely new company and just let Freddie and Fannie run off and have a new company that in turn has got the government guarantee, perhaps with some private participation, and I know they're talking about that, maybe having the private market set the price to some degree, and then but have the government be the insurer of last report, maybe a resort, maybe the private sector would take 5% of the risk.
Given that the stocks have rallied, do you think that they've aided in this housing recovery?
No, I don't think that. Freddie and Fannie's, speaking of Freddie and Fannie's stocks rallying.
Yeah, the stocks rallying.
I don't think they've got any. I think the housing recovery was built into housing stocks. 2008 for a couple of years, and household formation eventually.
With Fannie and Freddie, is there a role for Berkshire Hathaway here?
I don't
think guaranteed mortgages, perhaps, for you insure?
I don't see any role for Berkshire and Fannie or Freddie.
You don't see it all.
No, there could be some in some housing arrangement that gets worked out in the future, but I don't see it.
And just onto the
last report, maybe a resort, maybe the private sector would take 5% of the risk.
Given that the stocks have rallied, do you think that they've aided in this housing recovery?
No, I don't think that. Freddie and Fannie's. Speaking of Freddie and Fannie's stocks rallying.